I first visited this campus as a high school senior named John Stevens in 1995, 19 years ago. And I would have never thought at that moment that I would be standing here as John Legend speaking to you today. The reason I'm here, the reason I've had such a wonderful journey so far, is that I found love. Yes, love. We were all made to love, and I found that we live our best lives. We are at our most successful, not simply because we're smarter, but because we hustle harder. Not because we become millionaires more quickly. The key to success, the key to happiness, is opening your mind and your heart to love, spending your time doing things you love and with people you love. My life could have gone differently though. At first I had a pretty good childhood. I grew up in a small blue-collar city called Springfield, Ohio. I was surrounded by family, including two loving parents who cared so much about our education that they homeschooled us for several years during grade school. And they took the time to teach us more than just academics. They taught us about character, about what it meant to live a good life. My father often talked to us about his definition of success. He told us that it wasn't measured in money and material things, but it was measured in love and joy and the lives you're able to touch, the lives you're able to help. And my parents walked the walk. They gave of themselves to our church. They took in foster kids and helped the homeless, even though we didn't have much money ourselves. Growing up in the Stevens house also meant you were immersed in art and music and encouraged to be creative. But things started to fall apart when I was 10. My maternal grandmother passed away that year when she was only 58 years old, and her death devastated my family. She was our church organist, and on Sundays after church, I would go to her house just to hang out with her. She would make chicken and collard greens and cornbread, and she would teach me how to play gospel piano. She was one of my favorite people on the planet. She and my mother were also very close, and her death sent my mother into a deep depression that eventually tore my family apart. My mother disappeared into over a decade of drugs and despair after my parents got divorced, and I was confused and disoriented. Because when you actually care about something, you want to lead. Apathy's not so cool anymore. When I graduated from Penn, I had many of the traditional opportunities in front of you now. For 6 years, from 1998, while I was still at Penn, to early 2004, I spent each of those 6 years always thinking that I would get that big record deal within the next few months. I always thought my moment was just around the corner, but I was rejected by all the major labels. Some of them rejected me multiple times. I played for all the giants of the business, Clive Davis, L.A. Reid, Jimmy Iovine, you name it, I played for them, and all of them turned me down. I want you to live the best life you can. You can be world changers. When you leave here today, you're gonna look for a lot of things: security, money, friendships, sex, all kinds of things. But the most important thing you'll find is love. So love yourself. Love your work, love the people around you. Dare to love those who are different from you, no matter where they're from, what they look like, and who they love. Pursue this life of love with focus and passion, ambition and courage. Give it your all, and that will be your path to true success.